flag down, and it may be against the Lions.
Hawkinson had separation. I was wondering, is it
prior to the pass, holding, defense number 43.
No.
Penalties decline.
27 yards. Hassan Reddick.
When I saw the flag, I was thinking to myself, all right, was it Hawkinson pushing off, or was it potentially a grab by Riddick trying to hold his own? It's the sort of mismatch you're looking for when you bring in those bigger body personnel groups. You're looking for those linebackers matched up on your athletic tight ends.
They're on the 44. I was looking at Kingsbury, who seemed emphatic that the flag was against Detroit. Not so. Here's Galladay coming in motion, and Stafford never had a chance coming in without any resistance. Corey Peters and company, and the Cardinals getting the sack.
He's right here in the middle of the screen, and look, this is a missed assignment. And there's no other way of looking at that. You don't want Kerryon Johnson trying to block a 330-pound defensive lineman, okay? What the call was, I don't know if it's on Jonah Jackson, the rookie, not sliding over to take Corey Peters. But bottom line is you got to have an offensive lineman on that guy.
Third sack for the Cardinals, and it sets the Lions back in their own territory. They're 46. Second down and 20. Stafford's pass, and incomplete.
Holding T.J. Watt and getting away with it. But that was a matchup Houston had and needed to connect on.
Duke Johnson not available because of an ankle issue. C.J. Procise is active, and he's in there right now on 3rd and 7, helping to protect Watson. Under a rush, he hits Randall Cobb for the touchdown. Catch and run for Cobb, and the Texans take the lead. Well, we asked right at the top of the show, can they find some big plays on offense? So far, the answer is a resounding yes.
Nicely done, and what happened there was Mike Hilton got his feet stopped in coverage, and he tried it up underneath and shallow on the route, and play that music, Deshaun Watson. That had to feel really good. Houston getting on the board after a nice drive.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Anger will hold it. John Weeks, the veteran, will snap it. And the Texans in front. 7-3 at the 6:01 mark of this opening quarter. New faces for Houston: Cooks, Johnson, and Randall Cobb. Watson is using all of them.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored.
Field and deliver. He's not looking to flush the pocket and take off. He's looking to keep that play open and throw it downfield.
Hard tackle made by Minka Fitzpatrick. Pro Bowler last year. 45 seconds to play in the third. Watson sensing trouble. Gets his way through it. And he's hit just short of the 29, Bud Dupree, who has really blossomed. T.J. Watt gave him the ultimate compliment. He said, when Watt got to Pittsburgh, Dupree was so accepting of him, and still to this day gives him tips on his matchups, and he's so happy that Dupree's finally getting the recognition that he deserves.
And you have to remember, at that time frame, Bud Dupree had been a first-round pick for Pittsburgh and hadn't quite fulfilled that first-round promise. So if there was anyone who might have been worried about T.J. Watt coming to town,
you're right,
it would have been Bud Dupree, yet he was still there to coach his teammate, and now they're one of the better duos, if not the best duo, in the NFL.
End of the third quarter, 21-20. Texans lead the Steelers. Back after this message and a word from your local station. Rainbow touchdown!
And down to 2 timeouts. From the 23, play action from Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. That'll be the first of the year for Josh Allen.
Wow, that was a gift wrap right there by Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's outside the pocket, and for a veteran quarterback to know that he can just simply throw it away and not take the sack, just get rid of it right there. And yeah, Josh Allen gets his first.
10.5 as a rookie last year. This was the #1 defense in the NFL, 2017 and 18. Got the nickname Saxonville. #1 pass defense. Different looking group
for here in a 3-score game. 8-for-8 start to Brett Rippon's career, though. Rippon to the end zone, and it's picked up by Edwards. First career interception for the former Kentucky Wildcat. Graham Glasgow brings him down. First pick for both. Rippon was perfect on his opening NFL series until this throw. First time that Mike Edwards snatches one away. The Bucs get it back inside of 4.
It's my life, Trey.
All right, I want you to watch the cornerback here get a great jam. That's Dean, and this allows Edwards to take his vision from here back to the 3-by-1 side and break on the route in the middle of the football field and pick this ball off intended for Judy. That's complementary football within your defense right there. That's guy playing center field can get off that one receiver and get back over the top.
There's Ronald Jones. Couple of yards. I mean, just to kind of extend the point, if Jamel Dean doesn't jam the receiver at the line, now Mike Edwards maybe has to help on that side of the field.
He's got to stay there. He's got to keep his feet there. Instead, he follows the quarterback's eyes and says, man, I don't have to be responsible for that over the top, because we got that jam off there, so I can go just look for work.
Sure.
And that's all he's doing. Makes a great pick, by the way, the one-handed pick.
Grab, yeah.
But that is two guys working in unison to make a great play to keep the Broncos out of the end zone.
Here's Jones again. And he's got the first down. Out towards the 44-yard line, we go back to the studio in Kirk Menifee.
All right, last week we saw the Cowboys come back from 15 down in the 4.
Will take over, leading by 4. Now this from Lowe's. 45-yard punt without a return by Scott. 7-yard line spotted. All 3 timeouts for Stafford and the Lions. See how aggressive they want to be. Backed up. Swift carries. Let's get a game break. Check in with Carissa.
Thank you so much, Chris. Falcons up 20-7 in Dallas. 3rd and goal from the 3. Matt Ryan finds Calvin Ridley again. His second of the day. 2-point conversion, no good. Falcons up 26-7. Chris?
All right, thank you. 14-10 here. Stafford to throw on the move if he can. And he's going to be sacked right at the goal line. Zadarius Smith, excuse me, held on to him and wouldn't let go of him.
And this is a coverage sack, but this is also a sack that if I'm Matthew Stafford, you can't take this sack. You're a veteran quarterback. You understand it's under 2 minutes.
But that was almost a safety. Yeah, it's where the ball is.
Well, and look what this does now. Green Bay's able to take their timeout, puts the ball on the 1-yard line. I'm sorry, Chris, but I run it 3 times, and I go in to halftime with a 4-point lead in this building.
If you're the Lions, you don't be aggressive.
No.
Here.
When you run a 2-minute offense, the #1 harped upon deal is we can't take a sack. We can't take a sack. And when you're backed up and you're running 2-minute, you definitely can't take that sack there from Matthew Stafford.
That's the first sack of the game. And a big one for Green Bay's defense. It'll be up to Adrian Peterson to try to dig out of that hole, and at least gives him some room as a flag comes in as he falls across the 5-yard line.
You know, there's a time to be aggressive, but inside.
I like these plays when Taysom Hill's over there. It's like Breeze is the green dot, so Hill's over there. They kind of share the play call, and Hill's in, Breeze is out.
I'll tell you what, usually Breeze stays in on these. Maybe they're going to throw it here.
Sanders in motion to Reed and keep it a fumble, and the Packers have it with a chance to run for Zadarius Smith. He's brought down at the 46-yard line, but the Packers come up with the game's first turnover. Well, the big impact guy in this defense makes the big play. The line dance.
He got a good dance going there, too. Here he comes, Zadarius right off the edge. And this whole mesh point, the one thing that is really tough about that, Mike, is that you've got to keep it in there so long, and sometimes that running back pulls it out just a little bit, and you could see that Taysom Hill never really got the thing back into his body, and then Zadarius Smith just took advantage. That was the big play we've been waiting for out of him all night.
Come back here to the 43-yard line of Green Bay and say down there. So forget the run afterwards, but the turnover here. This was a New Orleans team that took care of the ball last year better than any team in the history of the National Football League. They only had 8 turnovers. This line dance. Fabulous.
Please reset the game clock to 12:19. 12:19, please.
What if the Packers, with Paul Hornung and those guys, have done that?
I think it's a little different.
Lombardi hanging out over there.
Don Hudson days, slightly changed, right? But you know what doesn't change? The uniforms.
No. I love that the guys are having fun. You know, it's a game, man. This is supposed to be fun. We'll enjoy it.
So, as we mentioned, Mark down back there at the 43, and Rodgers will read it and throw it out to Lazard, who gained 7, and Malcolm Jenkins trying to fire up his side and make a big play.
Yeah, just simple one of those read option kind of throws. Enough space out there. Knew he could get it in. Malcolm Jenkins has been everywhere tonight.
You know, Chris, he never comes off the field.
No, he doesn't. I mean, not just this year, every year.
12 years in the league, and he plays snap after snap, with 2,500 in a row, and turning. 2nd and 3, Rodgers. Pressure picked up, gets it out to Jamal Williams.
That was the successful play over and over again. Motion over here, hand it off to the right, and then play action once in a while.
He's still got the football, and he's going to take another big hit. Dupree and Watt. What a combo. And Baker slow to get up.
Extending the play. And watch the receiver Cobb. He works up, knowing that he's going to put his foot in the ground, create some separation, and come straight back down the boundary. That is well done by the veteran, Randall Cobb. Catches the ball away from his body so well.
Watson looking for room to run and throws toward the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Randall Cobb.
Everyone's covered. Beckham's going to get open a little late, but at that point, Baker's already moved. Baker's already moved there. It's really good protection. It's just there's nowhere when Baker's
a 3rd and 7. Stepping up, in trouble, surrounded and sacked. Back at the 25. Dupree in on that one. There's Watt celebrating with him.
3rd and 2. But this is a long developing screen pass. It's not a play action, it's a screen, and you got to wait. Fake, fake. And if Bud Dupree just takes off and reads it, your quarterback, that's not going to help protect your quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers cannot believe this. They got a slant route. What was it, Devontae Adams who was out there? Carlton Davis, he just, I think it was a clean play, too. I think Devontae Adams is looking for a flag, but pretty good play there by Carlton Davis. He's just playing him tight coverage, and Carlton Davis having a heck of a season. That's a good job, at least, of keeping him from getting into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers just giving himself up.
With few exceptions, the Packers have taken the play clock down to about 1. Here's one broken up, another pick.
Deflected, and back is Mike Edwards just into the ball game, and he is down at the 2.
Yeah, blue 80.
First and goal. Snell slips through the tackle, and the Steelers have another touchdown.